CPN, correct? And you're currently a member of several clubs in the area. There's a club that he likes to play with us here. He's currently with the School District of Hillsborough Academy, and excellent speaker. This is going to be a challenge for all of you. I'd like to welcome Mr. Dave Braswell.
I want to become a motivational speaker. I want to learn a second language. I want to learn to play the piano. I want to become a scratch golfer. I want to, there's so many things I want to do. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and yes. Are there any goals or ambitions you've been wanting to tackle? If you're like me, like so many other people, you probably have such goals. And you may have already accomplished them, or at least be in the process of working on them, if you only had the time. Time. There never seems to be enough time to do all the things we need to do, let alone the things we want to do. There are 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, 8,760 hours in a non-leap year. That would seem to give us enough time to do anything we want to do. All the things we need to do, all the things we want to do. Yet and still, at the end of the month, the year, the week, we discover we've accomplished very little of what we envisioned ourselves accomplishing. And the time is gone. Benjamin Franklin said, "Lost time is never found again." Well, where does all that time go? How do we lose it? Does it fall out of our pocket? Does someone break into our house and steal it? Where does that time go? Well, let's think about it. Allowing 7 hours a night for sleep, I don't know how many of you get 8 hours a night, but I never seem to manage. 7 hours for sleep, 8 hours of work day, 2 hours for commuting back and forth to work, 2 hours for eating, an hour for personal hygiene, showering, shaving, applying your makeup, styling your hair. For women, the formula is a little different. Because women are multitaskers. They can do most of that stuff while speeding down the road. But yet and still, that allows you 4 free hours each day. And then on the weekends, you recover the 8 working hours into 2 commuting hours, giving you 10 more hours each weekend day, coupled with the 4 hours you have every day anyway. That's 28 hours on the weekends to do all your chores, to run all your errands, to go to the mall, to go to the movies, to do whatever it is you want to do. In total, you have 48 hours every week to do all the things you need to do, along with some of the things you want to do. Now, I know some of you are looking at me and saying, wait a minute, that's a nice little mathematical equation, but that equation and my reality are miles and miles apart. I simply can't find any time to work on my life's ambitions and goals. It seems that life itself is getting in the way of that. I'd love to learn a second language. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Habla Español? Parlez-vous français? But I don't have time. I've always wanted to learn to play a musical instrument. A piano, a la Vladimir Horowitz or Thelonious Monk. Or the cello, like Yo-Yo Ma. Or the trumpet, like the King of Cool, Miles Davis. But I can't find the time. I'd love to spend more time working out and getting back in shape. But I can't find the time to do that either. My plate is full. I can't fit anything or anyone else into my day, my week, my life. Well, is it really that you don't have time? Is it really that life is just gobbling up all of your time? Or is it that Dr. Phil is dialing one your time, or Desperate Housewives, or American Idol, or some other mindless activity. I'll be honest with you, I can spend an entire weekend on the golf course or out at the beach. I can spend the better part of an afternoon watching reruns of Star Search. I can spend an entire evening watching reruns of movies I've already seen so many times I know almost the entire dialogue by heart. Casablanca, The Color Purple, and When Harry Met Sally come to mind. But I'm convinced that we can find some time to do the things we really want to work on. All we have to do is exercise some discipline and employ a little careful planning. And we'll quickly discover there's not only enough time to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy life's simple pleasures, there's also adequate time to begin working on some of our life's ambitions and goals. You can spend every evening watching television, surfing the internet, or doing some other mindless activity. You can spend every weekend at the mall, at the beach, shopping, going to the movies. Or you can take some of that time and begin to apply it toward working on some of those goals that you've had sitting up on your shelf, gathering dust. Time neither stops nor waits for anyone. You either use it or you lose it. I challenge each of you to ask yourself, at the end of every week, the end of every month, the end of every year, did I make good use of the time that was available to me this year? Or did I allow too many precious hours to slip through my fingers, wasted and unused? I encourage you to not only count the hours, but to make the hours count. Mr. Contest.